Me not afraid for chat, me know me not afraid for talk. Say my neighbor string cut and bang racers. Me not afraid for chat, me just not afraid for talk. Me all asleep on a dream racers. Pa 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 panana 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 pa. Well, this is how we commences this morning segment of our Railbird Corner. Yes, we are giving you a treat. This is how we love racing. We have to make a lyrics on it. Yes, this platform is giving it to you right across the board. And we are going to say pleasant good morning to you all, as I never said that before. And I have to exercise my manners and courtesy to you. Yes, we are going to go into Saturday, October 18, 2025 racing, where we have the Lewis Hitchens Memorial Cup and the Big Sobriety Memorial Cup as the two feature races on the day. And we are going to big up Mr. Mike Stennett, who is connected to horses over by Omar Williams stable in terms of ownership. So big up yourself again, Mr. Mike Stennett from in the USA. We wanted to know what state you were in, but we did not get that info. But big up yourself anyway. Big up to Faker from Connecticut, Mr. Jeffrey Edwards, Joe Peterkin, and the entire crew who is supporting us all over the world, over the globe. We're going to go into our selections now, as we always start out with our banker program. And as you notice, we did pretty well last week. Our two bankers were successful. As when it comes to mandatory day, I don't play around with my bankers for people to get a chance to win something from that lucrative single winner money. Yes, so give a thanks to what I did last week. I got the Mamma Mia as an individual first choice. I did get this Star Quest, so we did well. Michelle Ibang, she gave you a Quinella with Bushfire and a breath of fresh air, so we did it all. Yes, right across the board. And give thanks for that. Yes, thanks be to the Most High for that. We're going to go swiftly into our selections now, and we are here with our first banker on the card, race 3, number 4, Sir Dan. Yes, this could be a walk in the park once more. And I said it before, that this little man seems as if he wants to run with Legacy Isles, Desert of Malibu, Fun Candon, and all those big guys who's going to be in the Mute Mile. This horse has talent, and he is kicking up a storm. He's kicking up some dust. So, as you know, it's going to be for second. And this is where we're going to go for the second. Look for number 2, God's Plan. Number 1, Tia Maria. And to our next extent, number 6, Comuna Trees. Yes, we're looking forward for them to be fighting out a dog war in this dog war for the second. But winning is out of the question for them, as we are confidently holding Sir Dan as our concrete banker for the Reggae Pick 6. We are going to go to our next banker on the program, and we are going to go to race number 7, horse number 2, Big Buzz. Yes, Big Buzz is not really disappointing, but he's not delivering. People were expecting him to deliver in a few races coming up to this one, but he did not. But he still did not run bad. He's not running way off. So we are still showing some respect to him as a man who competes and who campaign in the classics and did fairly well. Did himself proud there. So this race is set up where he can just get this lead or relax to the max and just do what is to be done when the time comes. So I'm gonna give Big Buzz a chance with my good Eric Arton, who is one of the, I think he's one of the top 5 apprentices, along with the D. Williams, the Tajay Sukku, the Richie Shakes, and a few more, the top 10 then, because we still have some fairly good youths out there riding the Shaim Garden and all of that. So we're going to go with this one as our banker, and we are not going to ease up from this Big Buzz. We are giving Mr. Fisher Place a chance to take another race along with this Avajoy, who was a little complicated with the Stewarts and all of that. People are still talking about the fact that Avajoy should have lost that race, but I did not see eye to eye with those people who's objecting. Yes, we are gonna go to Benison, number 4, as our good, as to give good contest to Big Buzz. We saw where Benison got ahead of I Dream again in an exercise gallop recently. 1-9 for 5.5 and 1-1 for the last 5 furlong and 1-1 and breeze. And fraction like 1-1-3, 1-1-4. So you have to look for Benison because he seems to be coming on now. He has never been working this swift, like 1-1 for 5, 1-9 for 5.5. He's getting better with time. Look for number 3, Alchemy of Souls, to get his head in the mix. He has been the one to maybe the anti-post favorite in this race, and we're looking forward to him to give to himself proud, give a good account of himself. Number 1, Pretty Bunting, must not be left out. She visited these after winning, and she's performing fairly well, creditable. So we are not gonna despise her. Look for number 6, Roaring Kitty, who came closing strongly and last. And it was a race where his connection had 3 horses in the race, so she could be waiting for this longer trip, which suits her better. Look for Roaring Kitty to get her head in the mix. She's gonna function well here. My next selection on the card, we are gonna go to the individual first choices, and my first individual first choice is going to be a horse that I see look in a little transform. He look a little different this time approaching this race, and I'm gonna take the chance to go with race 2, number 2, Green Gold Rush. Yes, he has been showing a little elasticity in the mornings. He's exercising and he has his problem. And when a horse like that have the problems and coming to do his exercise, you have to make note of that difference. So I'm gonna stick with Green Gold Rush as my first individual first choice. Yes, number 1, Storm, is gonna give him a hell of competition here. He's looking so pumped up under this Jason DaCosta. He's clocked 117 for 6, but to my estimation, I think Green Gold Rush was the better horse of the two, and with both of them looking a little rejuvenated in themselves, I'm gonna go with Green Gold Rush to top Storm, and look for number 4, Lucy in the Sky, who has been running pretty well. She was at 1 million and last, and she's back down to 700,000. So look for her to give her best and do herself real great here. Look for number 3, Justin Biden, and number 5, Conundrum, to run really well here and make a mark for themselves. But I'm gonna go with Green Gold Rush as my first individual first choice. My second individual first choice on the card, I'm gonna go with race number 8, horse number 7, Shooting Star. Yes, this Shooting Star is now over by Adrian Prince, and looking at Shooting Star, he look physically different. He is working well. He clocked 117 for 6. He did run well. He just lost it in the end when he kind of flat out. He was flattened a little in the end, but he looks a little better now, and he's gonna do himself real justice. He's gonna go better, one better here. He's gonna improve his placing to a win. I believe so strongly. Look for number 5, Wicked Cassie, to be a great threat in a race like this. Wicked Cassie got ahead of him in the race last time. So we are looking for Wicked Cassie to pose that good a threat. Look for number 6, Monster Vigorous, who was noted making a good run to Crown Chaser and Company on last. So, and she did herself well there. So we're looking for her to come back and be a factor. Look for number 12, A Breath of Fresh Air, to get himself in the mix here. The distance is a little extended, but it could be more better for him with the relaxation because he ran a fight in second and last, and he could be in the mix here. Look for horse. Look number one, Princess Fiani, who is look good. She's not working bad. She worked 49 for a half mile and she is looking good. She has been with the Immeasurable Joy and some good horses, Killing Melody, who can match up with these. So look for Princess Fiani to run good. We are gonna look for number 3, another mission who has been running pretty reasonable. She seemed to be capable of running a good race in this race based on her finishing, and I'm gonna look for her to do herself proud here. That is my final individual first choice of the 2 individual first choices, and I'm gonna show some respect to this shooting star based on the change of stable and the transformation. He's looking different, so I'm gonna stick with him as my. Yes, we are down to our final part of the selections as we are going to the outsiders. Yes, we are going to use the outsiders here to get in the mix. We are going to go for race 5, horse number 3, first offense. Yes, first offense is now changed Barnes to Philip Lee, looking so good. I'm wondering if a fact that first offense could have looked so nice within himself. He's pumped up. He's looking good physically. His condition is up. And I know that he's a fairly useful runner. And I think he's going to get himself in the mix, even for the exotics. He has a mild winning chance, but he can get his head in the mix for the exotics. So you can use him as a weapon to collect some cash here. Yes, look for the great winning runs to come from number 5, Goodbye Firefly, who is back down to sprinting. And he led at a Merry Clip and last. He's going to be here as a strong contender in this race. So look for him to be of real substance. Look for number 4, Miss Cherry, to get in the mix here. She worked well coming into this race. She has been banging at the door second and second again. She's looking forward to get one better here, and she can definitely do so. Look for number 2, Smart Trick, who is looking really better lately. He ran an improved race when finishing second and last to Firecracker. So we are going to expect this Smart Trick and Dick Cardenas to get in the mix here. Last but not least, we are going to look for number 6, Blue Sensation, to come closing in the end with this Dane Dawkins. She's fit and fighting, so she's gonna be representing herself really well here. Yes, my final outsider on the program is race number 6, horse number 12, Baby Grace. Yes, this Baby Gray has something in her. She was noted running pretty sharply in the earlies. She petered out in the end, but she has it within her to do something, and I'm gonna take her as a really good outsider here. She can do something. Look for this good winning runs to come from number 6, the Manipulator, who has been figuring prominently in a few races. And then we can look for number 13, Brilliant Mind. Yes, who is one of the one who got closer to winning. And we are going to give her a chance. Fantastic Edge, number 2, work 4712 in a past exercise work that we are going to take into consideration here. And that is where we are going to go. Look for number 5, last but not least, Skillet Arms, and number 1, Army Recruit, the pair of Captain Marlon Brown horses to be in the mix and can be a possible winner. But this race is a dog race. It is wide open. This is gonna they are gonna fight for winning. It is wide open. It's open like the deep blue sea. So this race is another one, but I'm still gonna take Baby Gray to get in the mix and give us maybe one person might catch this high five or none. And after we finish with this Baby Gray, our final outsider, we are gonna go to our best bet of the day. Miss Michelle Ebanks, the lady behind the camera, who gave you that Quinella with bushfire and 1-7 Quinella bushfire and a breath of fresh air. She's back on track with race 2, 1-2 Quinella, Storm and Green Gold Rush Quinella. Green Gold Rush and Storm Quinella, vice versa. Where I am gonna go to my best bet in race number 3, the 2-year-old race, and I'm gonna give Baba Nunes a chance to take this exacta with this 3-1, 3 Serdan, 4-1, 4 Serdan, and 1 Tia Maria. So we are bringing Tia Maria for the second behind Serdan as an exacta. So Serdan number 4 to beat number 1 Tia Maria exacta for me, my best bet. And I'm gonna refresh your memory with race 2, number 1 Storm, and number 2 Green Gold Rush is the Cunella for Miss Michelle Ebanks. We are gonna big up Mr. Fender, as he says we must big up everyone, all the supporters, all the viewers, and we have to big him up. We are gonna big him up again as we are bigging up our team, Mr. Fender, Mr. Junior Fender, Mr. Oliver Buchanan, which I am Oliver Buchanan, Miss Michelle Ebanks, and Mr. Marvin Blake, along with Kino. Yes, thank you very much. We are hoping that you enjoy the day even better than you did on our last presentation, and we are looking forward for the support. Please to tell some people. Some people are very surprised. They don't know that this is happening. The best platform for analyzing race horse in the world. Thank you very much. Love you all.